I've been her mom since she was born. I am also a public educator. This is my 24th year in public education. So worked with a lot of kids for a lot of years. So in December of 2018, Isabel was involved in a car accident as a passenger. She was rear-ended from behind on the freeway, and it led to whiplash and a pretty significant concussion. And after that, Isabel's always been a very independent and capable young woman, always able to get things done and with a lot of enthusiasm. And she just was different. And I didn't know if it was because she was a teenager now, but there was a lot of attitude and there was a lot of really wild emotions, you know, like from one end of the spectrum to another. And so I kind of played it off as, you know, this is just her being a teenager. However, she couldn't sleep, and she'd say things to me like, "Mom, I can't read." And, you know, I'm like, you're being dramatic, because all the while she's still pulling amazing grades. She's still keeping up a very rigorous schedule. And so, you know, we just plow through. That's what we do. And anyway, through a work colleague, I found out about a treatment for post-concussion syndrome patients. And so we got her enrolled. She participated shortly thereafter, and we were so convinced she was fixed. You know, I mean, like when we drove out of that place, we were like, okay, well, we're golden. We knew she had to do some vision therapy, but it wasn't quite like that. There was a lot of work still to be done. There was a lot of emotion still. There was the sleep issues continued. You know, there were just a lot of items that I thought were handled, and they just weren't. And it was frustrating for her. It was frustrating to me. She participated in 6 months of vision therapy and she was able to get her peripheral vision back and her depth perception, right?
8 months.
8 months. 8 months. Thank you. I stand corrected. She had 8 months of vision therapy, and we did the whole graduation thing, and we're so proud of her. And still she has some vision issues, and you know, it just felt like something was missing. And so knowing Lynette, we embarked on a journey of cognitive coaching to help Izzy to be equipped with some skills to handle her life as it is now. Not to say that it won't ever get any better than it is, but just to help her with her discouragement, help me. I mean, like as I mentioned, I'm a public educator. I have a lot of experience working with people, and I found that as I would try to intervene and try to help and try to tell her what I knew, we would just end up in, you know, a stalemate and a lot of emotions, a lot of upset. And it's the most painful thing in the world to watch your child struggle, and to struggle mightily, and to not be able to do anything about it, especially after you've done therapy after therapy and knowing that something is still missing. And so the thing that I've really appreciated in Isabel's work with cognitive coaching is she's been able to use her own voice to tell me what she needs. She's been able to help me understand how she's processing things, and as she's become more aware of what she needs, she's coaching me so that I can better provide those things she needs, whether it's space, whether it's a break, whether it's a different kind of stimulus, you know, whatever it is. It's just helped me to reframe the conversation so that I can be a more active participant as opposed to an irritant when it comes to her progress.
I've got a giant toolkit. It's huge, and it will last a lifetime. No rust on those.
Well, and I think that the biggest change I've seen in Isabel as a result of cognitive coaching is her ability to advocate for herself, and not just I'm frustrated and I'm going to give up, but you know, being able to pinpoint, this is how I'm feeling, so I need this kind of strategy, or I need this kind of conflict resolution to help me to be able to get beyond this point. For a while there, when she'd go into I think panic attack is probably the best word. It could last for hours, and just trying to, soothe her and tell her everything's going to be okay, because I think that's what she wants to hear, and that making it worse, and it goes on and on and on, to, her being able to take the reins, decide what she needs, whether, she's playing with tactile objects, or she's, changing her location, or she's listening to music, or doing breathing exercises, or whatever the case may be. She's able to shorten that time in crisis by quite a bit. And that's a big change. That's a huge change. And she's being a lot more gentle with herself, because I think she understands what she's going through. And some of that upset, I think, was coming from not feeling like she was in control. And I think some control has been given back to her, which has been amazing. Oh, I absolutely would recommend Braintastic exercises. Again, as a parent, you're the parent. And sometimes, despite your best intentions, despite whatever training you may have or life experience you might have, it might not be what your child needs in that moment. And I've been so grateful to have Isabel interact in this way and be able to really open up and not feel like she's betraying me or making me feel bad because I don't have the answers. She's able to get the help that she's desperately needed, which has helped me in return. And it's also like, as I learn little bits and pieces from Isabel, I feel like it's helped me in my job and helped me with my other daughter and whatnot. So I would wholeheartedly recommend Braintastic exercises to anyone in our situation, or just in general.